Howdy guys, welcome back to Fran Bow Chapter 5. For this video, we are going to be doing the game finale. This is going to be the final episode of Fran Bow. So just a fair warning, there's going to be game spoilers. I'm going to be showing the full ending along with all of the credits. So if you want to play through the game for yourself, then definitely don't watch this video. With that being said, the last thing we did is we finished making this ECOG clock. And this is what we're going to use to wake this lady up on the side of the wall, Mabuka. And this lady right here, she's actually the mother of Reimer, that guy that's been chasing us this whole game. So with that being said, let's use this on her and wake her up. Be aware of Mabuka. So there's actually going to be a lot of dialogue here, but I'm going to read through it slowly, only because there's a lot of useful information. The awakened darkness rises from the unknown. Oh, I'm sorry to wake you up, Mother Mabuka, but I need a favor from you. Can somebody tell me who this creature is? Quite insolent for such a tiny body. Excuse me, but I can answer that for myself. I'm Fran Bow, human girl, 11 years old and very brave, you know. A human in Mabuka's den? That's amusing. Who brought you here? That would be Reimer. I think he's your son, isn't he? Did my son manage to enter your head already? You mean like cutting my head open? I don't think so. But you drink or eat some sort of reddish potion or beans? Beans? My pills look like red beans, so yes, I took the whole bottle. Then I cannot use my violence against you. The power has been unleashed. I hope you find beneath the ground the truth that you seek. So right here, Mabuka's saying that the power's already been unleashed, which means that Reimer somehow managed to find his way into Fran Bow's head. You were selected by the 5 realms of essential existence to be the keeper of the key. So what that means is, Reimer kind of had a hand in this, and she's saying he was somehow related to giving Fran Bow those red pills. And with that being done, they're kind of choosing Fran Bow to be the keeper of this key for all 5 realities. 5 realms of essential existence was created parallel with time. What are you talking about? The keeper of the key? Who told you this? The great Volokos of Primeve told us everything a long time ago. The keeper will be hunted by the son of darkness after feeding from the red seed. So the great Volokos set all this up, and he kind of predicted all of this was going to happen. But you are too young, I must say. Too young indeed to be the keeper of the key. There's something about you. Did something obscure happen to you? I think Reimer killed my parents, Mother Mabuka. Can you imagine how it feels? I am all of those feelings, Fran Bow. I am all the sinister, all the darkness you can imagine. I feed from tears and sorrow, from desperation and fear. But then you don't care if Reimer killed my parents? I thought you were nice. I am curious about knowing the reason, if that makes you feel better. Now I understand it's the reason itself, the truth you're seeking. Go on, keeper of the key, be brave now. I'll open my heart for you. Alright, and with that being done, let's head into Mabuka's heart. And this has got to be the most anticlimactic scene. It's just like a waiting room for the doctor's office. And I still like it. It's still really neat, but it just seems so anticlimactic for the final puzzles of the game. Do I know you from somewhere? You took something from me. This doctor right here, we actually took one of her sewing needles back in chapter 1. But, that was such a long time ago. You should probably hardly even remember that. Do I look dead to you? Ah, you little beast. Take a number, would you? And wait for your turn in the waiting room. But Miss Nurse, I need medical attention. I don't need medical attention. I just want to find my kitty. Take a number and wait. I won't repeat myself. So let's grab a number off the side of the wall. And we are number 7. So right now they're on number 1. And we don't want to have to wait that long, so let's talk to these guys. And they're all pretty much just complaining about some sort of illness they have, or they're not feeling good. It's so random. You'd think it'd be much more dramatic of an ending, but this is really the last thing we have to do in the game as far as puzzles go. So this guy right here that I'm circling, he's the one that's got ticket number 2, and we're going to have to talk to him and figure out how to grab it from him. And then you see on the wall, they're on ticket number 1 right now. So I don't even have an illness that I have. Let's say, do you feel pain? This is a very hard question. Make it softer. How do I say that? Hey, you have tried pulling your eyes off? It sometimes helps. All right, it's impossible to talk to any of you. You're not making any sense. Of course, you can't make sense with us. We're not the one that sees it all. All right, there, they kind of give you a hint. They're saying we're not the one that see it all or something like that. So that kind of gives you a hint to go talk to that guy with the big eyeball, the beholder. I think he's in room 104. So that's what we're going to have to go do as soon as I get through this dialogue. Actually, do we respect the differences? Who is the one that sees it all then? You mean Mabuka? No, Mabuka knows everything. It is not the same as seeing everything. So let's go. Let's talk to him one more time just in case. Do you see the screen? I have number 2. It's almost my turn. Okay. Let me cut right here because it's kind of a lot of walking, and we'll cut back in room 104. Excuse me, I need your help. Of course you do. What can I do for you? Patient trouble. Can you tell me the illness of a creature? Can you tell me the illness of the creature who has ticket number 2? He's in the waiting room waiting. Let me see. I see him, but from what I see, it's not really an illness. It's just a headache caused by the low levels of agony in him. Wow. But is it possible to help him somehow? I need his ticket. Yes. Crying all the tears you can cry until you fill this bottle will do it. But don't forget the tears must be caused by real sorrow. That won't be a problem. I'm in a very problematic point in my life. I thought everything was going to be better when Kitty and I got home. But now everything is so confusing. Aunt Grace is totally crazy. Talking with her was horrible. I really trusted her. I don't know what to do now. Mabuka said I was selected for something. But she fell asleep again and won't answer my questions. I need my kitty. Mr. Midnight hugs are the biggest comfort in my life. I just want to find him so we can go home back to Athersta and be happy. Poor little Franny, man. Poor Franny. So that's what she wants. She wants to find her cat, obviously. But after that, she just wants to go back to Athersta, back in chapter 3. Bottle is full of your tears. Give it to the critter that has your ticket. Go on. Time does not wait for anybody. Thank you. I'll be going now. Goodbye. By the way, I love this guy's artwork. That is almost as good as Cogwin back in chapter 3. Here, drink this. You'll feel much better. Oh, trying to poison me? Ha ha ha. How lovely. Let's see. It tastes like the most profound darkness elixir I've ever tasted before. Give me more. Give me more. No, leave me alone. You promised to give me the ticket if I helped you. Okay, so we switched tickets. We have number 2 now. And as soon as he leaves, the ticker on the side, it should go to number 2, yes. So show her the ticket, number 2. Patient number 2, we're going to do all we can to save you. Do you have an appointment? Well, no, not really. You told me to take a number and wait. I'm sorry, we don't help sick people without an appointment. But I'm not sick. I lost my kitty and I just want to find him. A lost kitty, don't worry. That's a natural reaction to your sickness. So this lady, she's not going to let us see the doctor without an appointment. So what we have to do is we got to go back to the telephone. I think it's in room 105 and just call the number and set an appointment. It seems kind of I mean, it's it's not the best puzzle. It just kind of seems like filler at this point. But yeah, all you have to do is just go back to 105, look at the phone, and just call the number. 217 2. Hello, yes, you just told me to call and make an appointment. Yes, it's Fran Bow. Uh-huh, I'm available now. Yes. Okay, goodbye. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the puzzles. I think we're complete with this game except for the ending. So let's go talk to the doctor one more time, or the nurse. Hello, patient number 2. Do you have an appointment? Yes, Fran Bow is my name, and the appointment is now. Let me check the archives. Yes, there you are. The doctor will see you in a minute. Just go through the door to your right. All right, thank you. It's I don't know. It seems like I said, kind of anticlimactic. I mean, I still like the puzzles, but let's go through this door, and I think we have one more chat with Reimer coming up here. You haven't chosen to end your life yet? Isn't that the pain? Isn't the pain you feel enough? You are Reimer, aren't you? I haven't gotten the chance to introduce myself properly. Sadly, I cannot be seen in the third reality for long periods of time. I am Reimer, the terrible black prince of darkness. I know who you are. Don't try to act like nothing happened. Did you kill my parents? Where's my cat? What did you do to Dr. Dern? I enjoy immensely seeing you suffering dripping from your eyes. I feed from it. You're the manifestation of my desires. I can use you for whatever I want. You are under my power. That's not true, not anymore. I won't allow you to trick me anymore. Tell me, why did you kill my parents? Why? You're assuming that it was I who did such a terrible thing? I saw you the night outside my window. It must be you who did it. You trust your eyes too much. Haven't you learned that human receptors are weak? Your body is fragile, easy to corrupt. No, it can't be. Stop it. And here we see Fran Bow. And so Fran Bow is the one that killed her parents? I didn't do it. I didn't. It wasn't me. Stop it, please. So here's how I see it. Who was it, my darling? Who killed your parents? The dull little critter must suffer and die before becoming a star. The way I see it is, if this scene really happened where Fran Bow killed her parents, then she was just kind of being possessed by Reimer, and he's still the one responsible for it. I haven't killed my parents, I haven't, but I don't even know if that scene was real, like that's what actually happened. I still think that Fran Bow's innocent of that, either way. I don't put the blame on her. Even if it was her that did it, she was being possessed. So let's go through this door. And here we have Mr. Kitty. And also Dr. Dern strapped to this chair. Kitty, my darling, I'm here for you. Are you alright? Kitty, answer me. What's wrong with you? And right now, Mr. Midnight cannot talk to us. Talk to me, Mr. Midnight. This isn't funny. It's this place, isn't it? You must go out of here so you can talk to me again. I'll take you to a Thirsta, my darling. Paul and Tross can help us. I promise you, nothing will tear us apart again. So let's wake up Dr. Dern right now. Try to talk to him. He's out cold right now. So what you want to do is just grab this this syringe and then use it on the doctor. And geez, Franny, you didn't have to put it in his neck. You could have just put it in his arm. But Dr. Dern wakes up after that. Don't worry, Dr. Dern, it's me, Fran. What? I can't see very well. Fran Bow, sir, from Oswald Asylum. We were at the cemetery, remember? Fran, what happened? Why am I tied to the chair? What have you done? Oh, I'm trying to help you, sir. The big monster brought you here. We must go. Come on, Fran. Monsters? I don't feel like playing games anymore. Alright, it wasn't a monster at all. Let me just help you. But what is she doing here? I thought you chained her. I did. I told you she was a hard one to tame. Do you want me to get rid of her? Get rid of me? And Grace? What are you talking about? Who is this old man? How lovely. You sound just like your mother when she was young. My mother? Do you know her? Who are you? I'm Dr. Oswald Harrison. I know everything about you, Fran. So this is the doctor right here, back from chapter 1. I mean, we never met him, but he's the guy from the Oswald Asylum, the founder. Yes, Fran, the same old man. But why do you know about my mother and my aunt? Well, many years ago, I was studying the magnificent complexity of twin siblings. And then, as it explained before, Aunt Grace is a twin of Fran Bow's mother. Lucia and Grace were part of my study. Both helped me find the key to success. The key? Did you know that my mother and father were murdered? Yes, of course. Reimer did a great job. So even here, the doctor's saying that it was Reimer that did it. His power of manipulation is extraordinary. And right there, too, he's saying manipulation. So maybe it was him that manipulated Fran to do it. What I don't understand is how you can be so calm about it. It was you holding the knife after all. I'm not calm, sir. I knew it was Reimer all the time, but why does he hunt me? Reimer is a manifestation of your weakness, a blinded and powerful manifestation of your fears. But why would the monster kill my parents? Because your parents were interfering with my work. But I actually did you a favor. You are suffering, and pain is connected to growth and strength, Fran. Oswald, please. Let's just do what we need to do. Aunt Grace, please don't be mad at me. We're family. Let us go. My kitty and I can find a place to go without bothering you. Please, just let us go. Yes, you're right, Fran. I'm sorry for being hard on you. Come on, let's go now. So yeah, just let Fran Bow and Mr. Midnight go. It's like, that's all you have to do. We don't want to be involved anymore. We just want to get out of here. Now, this final map is going to be the end of the game, and it's going to be a lot more dialogue. I feel like my dialogue can't even do it justice, so let me cut right here. I'm going to show the rest of the game. I'm going to show the credits, and then I'll cut back and talk a little bit more about the game once we're finished. All right, guys, so that is it for Fran Bow. And just to recap everything that happened to the story and to recap everything that happened in the ending, first off, Fran Bow's mother was experimented on by Dr. Oswald, and Dr. Oswald also wanted to experiment on Fran Bow, but both of her parents were trying to protect her from that. They didn't want her to go through the same thing, and they tried to protect her, and that's why both of her parents got killed. And Reimer kind of sent all this into motion, and Reimer was kind of behind the red pills as well. And it's explained that those red pills started to prep Fran Bow for being the key to those five realities. Now, the game never really elaborates on that too much, but Reimer was behind all of this, and the doctor, the nurse, they were in cahoots with Reimer as well. And also for the ending, so Aunt Grace went to kill Mr. Midnight, and after that, Fran Bow tried to kill Aunt Grace. And you know what? I'm glad they showed Fran Bow in that light because it just kind of shows that Fran Bow's human. And that she has a dark side. And Mr. Midnight being the one that she loves the most, it's only natural, it's only human that Fran Bow would try to get vengeance and kill Aunt Grace. So I really like that feature about Fran Bow. And then after that, of course, the doctor shoots Fran Bow. The first time I was playing through this game, I was so upset. I was almost ready to turn the game off. I'm like, I can't believe the game is ending like this with Fran Bow being shot. But Itward and Polintros come to the rescue and save Fran Bow. And you know what? It is a happy ending for Fran. She gets Mr. Midnight. She gets to go back to Athersta. And everything ended good for her. So, great game, great ending. And, you know, after playing this game and going through all five chapters, you kind of get attached to Fran Bow, like the character. And this whole game is through the perspective of an 11-year-old girl. But they did such a good job developing her character that you really wanted to end well for Fran Bow. And it did. So this has got to be one of the best games I've played as far as horror puzzles go. And comparing them to like Tabumsoft games, this game is way better. I kind of feel bad for saying that because a lot of people on my channel really do like the Tabumsoft games, which I still like them as well. But a game like this, it is so much better than a Tabumsoft game. Just the artwork, the storyline, the dialogue. This game's a masterpiece for what it is. Really, really good game. And I couldn't suggest it more to anybody else. So that's it for Fran Bow. I'm still going to be doing horror puzzles on this channel. I don't really know what to do next. I might actually take a break from this genre of games and maybe do like a Chemco game next. I haven't really decided, but definitely more horror puzzles game to come. And if you guys have any suggestions for games too, absolutely leave them in the comments below. And again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And thank you for watching.